Good morning. Well, as I start to prepare breakfast for my family, I realize, and I really want to apologize about that. It's really not nice to do that and terrible, really. I'm sorry. I realized that I have left you all with a burning question. Burning question. So I'm going to answer your burning question today. And that is, how do you dispose of trash in Japan? There's a process. Hmm. First off, let me say our nice bottles of apple juice and cranberry juice and cran grape. That's my favorite, cran grape. You cannot just dispose of your bottle in a nice trash receptacle. You cannot. You have to take the top off, like so, throw it in the trash, peel the label off. I've done that already. Put it in the trash. This, however, goes into a separate trash receptacle. I will put a picture so you can see that. But if you heard that, you can tell that I have many, many bottles, plastic bottles in one area. Also, your cans must be rinsed out and placed in a separate trash receptacle. Your glassware must be rinsed out and placed in a separate trash receptacle. I'm sharing because when you come to visit, I will not have bail money to get you out of prison if you don't learn these simple steps of trash division, basically dividing your trash. You got to know it before you get here. So, bottles go in one place without the labels. The manufacturer's label, I don't care what label you have on there, has your name tag, whatever is on there, has to come off. The top has to come off. And then the bottle goes in the trash on its own, separate receptacle. Cans have to be rinsed and put in their own receptacle. Glassware has to be rinsed and put in its own receptacle. Everything else that's basically combustible. So you have what is called combustible trash, and that means it can be burned. That has its very own area. Then you have non combustibles. What are non combustibles? This would be a non combustible. So if you have housewares, trash, clothing is a combustible actually, but furniture of some type, a lamp or power cords or any of that type of stuff, that is non combustible and it goes in its very own trash receptacle. So, to answer your burning question that you went to bed thinking about last night, that is how you sort the trash. I will put pictures of what it kind of looks like. Something else that's very interesting is we do not have a garbage disposal. Now, if we were living on base, perhaps. But here we don't have a we don't have a garbage disposal. So all of your food products that may be things that you normally would put in the garbage disposal at home in San Antonio, Texas, and so you can break it and get it replaced 3 times, those things now need to go into the combustible trash. So you scoop your hand in the little area, scoop out your trash, your food products, and put it in the trash. There is no garbage disposal. So, what else is interesting? Hmm. Well, here's my dish rack. These are all basically, essentially all the dishes. There's a few up here, but very few dishes, and it's wonderful because it takes me 2 minutes to wash the dishes. Um, I used to leave dishes in the sink all the time because we had so many. So instead of us washing one, we would get a whole new one Yeah, what kind of logic does that make, right? Where you leave a bunch of dishes in the sink and then the person who's doing the dishes is in tears by the time they do it because there's a million dishes in the sink. So here we don't have that issue anymore. We just have a few dishes. They're all one solid color. They're all white. May not be cute. They get the job done, right? What else? Oh, I'm back to cooking on a gas stove. I've been cooking on an electric um, stove for, man, probably the last 10 years or so, give or take 10 years. And I have gotten used to that. So now I have to get back used to this. But something I notice about here is um, the fire that's on here doesn't go very high. So I tried frying pork chops the other day, and I mean, it took me 45 minutes to fry some pork chops. Pork chops should take you, once you have cleaned them and seasoned them and floured them and you got your oil nice and hot, literally it could take you about 10 minutes to fry pork chops. I was here for 45 minutes frying 6 pork chops. And it's because they have it set so that you can only go so high. So I'm going to put a picture here of what the fire all the way up, what it looks like. It's those are burning questions. Those are burning questions. Let's see what else. When you're cleaning your sink, so let's talk about this sink deal here. Remember, there's no garbage disposal. So you have to replace, let me show you these little thingies. So it has a trap basket. See this trap basket? And in the trap basket is a net. So that captures all the things that they don't want you to put down in the sink. And that's where you're going to take this out and throw it out over time, or you can just make sure you don't have a lot of food trapped in there to begin with. But yeah, it's a trap basket and it goes right down in the sink and it's covered by this thing here. I never understood what this thingy was called, but that's how the sink system is. Um, it's a pretty big sink, as you can see here. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. See that? Ooh, it's wide and kind of deep, but the faucet is kind of just goes a couple of ways and it doesn't have a sprayer, nothing like that. I'm gonna see if I can find a sprayer because I just like to have a sprayer. What's the big deal with the sprayer? I don't know. It's a Western thing. We love sprayers. So that's what we're using is a sprayer and I'm gonna find one so I can have what I'm used to using. Oh, let me show you the fridge. It's small, guys, but it's okay because you cannot overstuff this one. I've tried. You cannot overstuff that refrigerator. It's tall, but it is small. Let's open it up and see. So you see, that's it. That's all the room you have there, right? And then down here, see that? Down here, well, let me go down a little bit. Down here, you have freezer. So the freezers, there's three. There's one here that has ice. Let me show you. See the ice container? You have to fill it up with water and then it makes the ice. All right. Then you have a small freezer here. Small freezer for small things. See? And then you have a bigger freezer for things. Big freezer. And this kind of slides back so you can stuff as much stuff in there as your heart desires until you break it. Then you won't be able to. There's Sydney's favorite new ice cream, ube. It's sweet purple yam ice cream. I haven't tried it, but she loves it. All right. And then down at the bottom, you got some more refrigerator space. Kind of interesting, huh? So that is the refrigerator in a nutshell. I don't think is there anything else in here that I find unique. Oh, a lot of Japanese homes use a toaster oven. So no. Let's see. What else? No. We don't have a toaster. I'm gonna buy one. We don't have a toaster yet though. What we have is a toaster oven. You know, old school. We used to use these back in the day. And you just put your bread on there, you put your little patch of butter, and it makes a good piece of toast. We used to do that in the oven as well, the bottom of the stove or whatever. So, yeah, that's it. That's all I need to show you. I think that's of interest, the answers to all of those burning questions you had. I'm sorry to leave you hanging like that. Um, I hope you can sleep at night now knowing that there is a different way that we dispose of trash, and I have gone through that. Don't lose sleep. Know that trash is disposed of. If you do it wrong, you're going to get fined massively. I want to say that in the elevator we have a poster that is a friendly reminder that you may get a $20,000 fine, which I think equates to about oh, don't make me. I have to put that on here. What that equates to. If you do not sort your trash correctly, and the cleaning people who come once a week will leave you a nice little nasty note that says, you did not sort your trash right, you idiot, and they will not take your trash. So I'm doing a crash course because I want all of you to come visit. And when you come visit, I will not be responsible for getting you out of jail if you don't sort this trash right. So there's the answer to your burning question. Sleep at night knowing that we got this trash thing together. And y'all have a good day.